Yeah. What up? This is Dr. Dre. The party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
Welcome everybody, Seattle 206723 here, and we're going to do another whiskey review for everyone. The only thing about this is my 18-year-old collection right here, and I've got one and some new additions that were added. The new additions, of course, are your GlenDronach 18-year-old. Added a couple of these to the collection. Also added a new Macallan 18-year-old to replace the one that's getting empty. So it's getting down there, so it's time to go ahead and add another one to the bar. Also found this at a good deal for about $80. The Macallan 15-year-old fine oak. So I thought I'd share that one as well. Now, as far as the whiskey review, when you're looking at a collection like this, you're saying to yourself, which one do I do? Do we do the GlenDronach 21-year-old? I've spent a little time with this. There's other people have done a review on it. Or do I do the GlenDronach Allardice? This one would be an excellent one to redo. In fact, it wouldn't be a bad one at all to do. I'm actually tempted to do the review on that particular single malt. The one that I'm angling toward is going to be more or less you're talking an 18-year-old that's Highland. I mean, the GlenDronachs are your Highlands, the Macallans the Highlands, Glenfarclas Highland. You got Highland Park, of course. It just seems that GlenDronach's Highland. I'm more leaned toward being a Highland single malt drinker. The Isleys make great ones as well, like the Lagavulin 16, which I consider a measuring stick. But Highlands is something that I've found that I've leaned toward more so than anything else in particular. So with that said, what we will do is we will do a GlenDronach Allardice. This is the Highland single malt scotch. I got this particular bottle from the United Kingdom. The big difference is when you get a bottle from the, let's see if I went from the United Kingdom, is it comes in 700 ml. Let's see if that'll focus in. Come on, there it is. Comes in 700 ml. Whereas when you buy it here in the U.S., all your bottles are going to come at 750 ml. So, because it's very difficult to find this here in the United States, I had to order it from the UK. In fact, I later did find, when I found this, the GlenDronach, I did find one, but I got this for, you're talking $89 plus the shipping. It was still cheaper to buy it there. It would have came out to be about the same, because they're about $150 for these in the U.S. Well, before we do that, before I fill the jar, there's one thing you've always got to do when you're an elitist whiskey drinker. You have to have an elitist whiskey drinker coaster. So, how can I dare forget that? Throw that there. Here we're a little chug there. That there. Oh, I can smell that already. Let's see here. As usual, we're going to give the smell notes, tasting notes, and the finish. Okay, sherry, chocolate, definitely. You're getting some fruits, kind of a caramelized fruit. You know, when this has been maturated like in the sherry and the oloroso sherry cask, you're going to get more sweetness. There's some spicy apple, kind of like the GlenDronach. That's that sherry cask working its way through. I'm going to add just about a drop of water here, just to really open this up. Throw a cap there. Together real quick and out the way. Yeah. Second you get that water in, you want to take a look, get your smell notes again, because then it's opening up. Yeah, more dried. There's not dried, but there's a caramelized apple to it, like a candy apple. You know, the caramel with the nuts on it. Spice, chocolate, a dark chocolate, a little bit of a bitter dark chocolate, and a milk chocolate. So you've got both. So it's got definitely some complexity here. Okay, on the palate. Mouth-watering. Spice. Not a, more of like a cinnamon spice. Milk chocolate. The sherry. The spice. A little bit more spice, nutmeg. The apple. Caramelized apple. Caramel apple, milk chocolate, and the finish is still going. A touch of the dark salty chocolate, a little bit of that, kind of a sour, not a salty, it's a touch of sour dark chocolate. So you can tell that there's a little bit of an older whiskey that's been added to this. You've got some tannins. Mouth-watering. I mean, it's got your complexity. It's got your chocolate. It's got your sherry. It's got your apple. It's got your caramel. It's got your tannins. It's got your dark, a bit of a dark sour note chocolate to it. You know, which gives me the impression that it particularly may have some older whiskey in this GlenDronach 18yo Allardice. It's definitely a good whiskey. Maybe something like a dessert whiskey or after dinner whiskey, because it's got the Spanish oloroso sherry cask, and it's exclusively maturated in this. And whenever I'm noticing you're dealing with the Highland single malt whiskey, there's that particular chocolate notes that are real consistent. I don't know if it's the water that they're using in that area, but I've learned to pick up on the Highland note just a bit better. You know, it's great whiskey. Definitely, it's named after James Allardice from 1780 to 1840, the inventor, pioneer, entrepreneur, and founder of the GlenDronach Distillery. That's who this particular 18-year-old is named after. So, would I recommend it? Yes. Dessert whiskey? Yes. Something to at 46%. And this is at 46% alcohol, so it's got a little bit of a kick. Definitely yes. Well, this is Seattle 206723. I don't want to make this any more longer than I have to. And I'm out.